Hi guys, what's up? It's Jen, and today I'm coming at you with a video showing you what I do basically every day. I've been into wearing a lot less makeup, not a lot, but less makeup in general, and just looking glowy and fresh and as tan as possible. So to start off, my skin is completely bare, just washed. It's kind of on a down. My skin has had a lot of ups and downs during this past year, and it could be worse right now, but it's not great. So I've just washed it using my Neutrogena Hydro Boost, and I then go in with some Spectro Kids Eczema Care Intense Moisturizing Cream, and I really like this as a base for my makeup or just to apply at night because it's really moisturizing, but it's not greasy for oily skin, which I do have. I don't wear too much of it when I'm wearing it under makeup because I don't want it to be too slidey. I want moisture, but I don't want to be slick. You know it's dried down once it starts to feel very waxy. Alright, just to give a little bit more slide, I'm using my MAC Fix Plus spray. I love the smell. I'm just pressing them all together. Alright, so my favorite foundation for the past couple months has been the Makeup Forever Water Blend, and it's just a very translucent foundation, basically no coverage to it, and I have it in a pretty dark color. It's because my forehead, and generally my whole body, is a lot more tan than my face because the amount I exfoliate it. This just helps bronze me up, and it's a really great base for my concealers and everything else I put on top. It also makes you look really radiant and healthy without getting too dewy throughout the day. I just put a pump or sometimes two on the back of my hand or on a surface. And I've actually been using my fingers for this. This is in the shade Y405, and it's just nice and yellow. It just gets rid of a little bit of my redness. And it has like no coverage to it, but I just like the way it looks and feels on the skin. I'm not really too concerned about coverage coming from foundation. That's what I'm using concealer for. At first I was like, what's the point of a translucent foundation? And then I tried it. For concealer, I've been really loving the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer from L'Oreal. That I use more as like to blur out my imperfections, but if I really want to cover it, I'll use my Collections 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer that I will use on this stupid amount of redness and a little bit right here. I don't really care to cover my stuff anymore. Like, if my scars are showing through, then my scars are going to show through. That's fine. But a little bit of blurring just helps me to feel poppin'. I'm just patting this in with a sponge. Sometimes I use a brush. I guess the major difference between my makeup style now, I'm just adding the excess to my under eyes, and my makeup style a year ago or even 6 months ago is that I just care a whole lot less. And I'm just more into natural vibes, so, and it just like feels a whole lot better to not have to cover everything and not to be so meticulous about everything, because it just makes you look like a human. I'm grabbing my Makeup Forever Professional. What is this? Their Ultra HD powder, and this is in their shade 1. I was gonna get shade 2, which is the yellowy powder, but it kind of doesn't matter. I'm just taking the flat part of my sponge, picking up just a little bit of the powder, and pressing it into my pores and the sides of my nose, as well as the bottom. That's where I get the most pores. But yeah, the powder is translucent in whatever shade you choose, so it kind of doesn't matter which one you choose. This is just a little duo from Makeup Forever, just a clamshell palette, And these are from Anastasia. They're their contour powders. This is the shade Java, which is the pinker one. And this guy is Havana, which is the yellowy, like more orange one from the contour kit. I like to keep these separate because I swirl them together. Makes it a lot easier to do that when they're just the only two things. And I'm just grabbing a bigger brush and bronzing. I'm not really contouring. If I was contouring, I'd be sticking just in that zone, but I'm bringing it all over my cheek and pretty low down actually. I'm going to start off with my NYX Strobe Genius palette. I'm going to take this bronzy one on a larger brush, knock some of that off, and I like to use a shimmery bronze shade above my brow. Kim Kardashian does a lot of that. She always has kind of this waxy look to her skin where everything's just very, it moves with the light, and I feel like highlighting the forehead just like here really does that. It gives that kind of softbox look to your face. One of my favorite highlights ever is from MAC, and it's their Extra Dimension Skinfinish in the shade Oh Darling. It's so reflective, and it's the only gold that I can personally wear. I'm just going to apply that. I've really liked highlighting the ball of my cheek lately. I feel like it's so useful. And as much as possible on the tip of the nose. And just make my nose look taller. I dropped my brush. Let's put that away and move on to the eyebrows. I like to use 3 products for my eyebrows. Although if I had pencil, I could probably get away with using 1. I'm going to start with my Anastasia DipBrow in the shade Medium Brown. My brows don't exist, so I like to mimic what looks like a shape, but I do start with the tail. I like to build a tail, but focus on the top. I used to focus on like crispening out the bottom part of my brow, but I feel like it's so much more natural to just do the top. And under the brow, I'm just working on the very peak of the arch. You see? So essentially what I'm doing is lifting the top of my brow so that I can get a thicker tail going. Taking whatever's left in the cap, I am just going to look and drag that top line in straight. I'm going for a taller brow, as you can tell. Fantastic. Taking a spoolie, I'm blending all that stuff down and back up again. Down, back up. I'll literally just line the top, scrub the front a little, and put some soap through them. That's it. This is like a we've got time to get ready kind of tutorial. So what I did is just drew sparse lines upwards to mimic brow hair growth and lightly blending them. What makes this look natural is not overfilling or straightening the front of the brow. Second product, it's just a dark brown eyeshadow. This is Brun by MAC. And I just like to run this on the arch, the constructed arch, wherever it's just skin exposed. So if there's no actual hair under it, I just like to use this to set it. Last product for the brows. Honestly, sometimes I just do my face and do my brows and I'm out the door. Soap. meat eyebrow. I'm just flicking this. I'm not going around the whole spoolie. I want some clean parts of the spoolie. I'm just flicking the brows upwards. I'm not pushing it on the skin because I don't want to move the product. I'm just pulling the brows up and out, even past the line of this arch, just for a very full brow look. I like this better than using brow gel. I was never a fan of brow gel. Ta-da! It also defines your brow hairs, which I really like. I don't know if you can see, but on this eye, I have this huge hole where I don't have lashes. Before I do start my eyes, I'll take a pencil liner and I'll just draw a dot where this stupid hole is. Fill in that space with some darkness. I'm gonna do my base layer of mascara before I bronze my lids up, just so it has a chance to dry. It just seems a little more efficient this way. Okay, spoiler alert, I didn't end up doing that thing I just said I was gonna do because I have the memory of a goldfish. Picking up Havana on a blending brush and just feathering it through my high crease, and I like to bring it all the way into the inner corner to contour my eyeball. Picking up Urban Decay Beware eyeshadow. I'm just, oh, I said I was gonna put a base of, whatever, that's fine. That's because I'm not supposed to do lashes before shadow. My brain is rejecting it. It didn't want me to do that. And I'm just going through, making it nice and soft. And let's take it under the eye. Grabbing the highlight that I used on my cheeks, Mako Darling, picking it up on a sharper shadow brush, applying it just on the top of my arch and a little bit in the inner corner. It's a lot. Taking my blending brush again. Just feathering that out a little bit. Gonna do that priming layer I was talking about. Covergirl Clump Crusher. I love this stuff. It creates very separated, lengthened, and kind of fluffy looking eyelashes. I have like no eyelashes, so I always go in with this first. With a mascara like this one. You'll pretty much never catch me without lower lash, smoke, and mascara. While that dries, I'm going to use Ciate's Liquid Velvet lipstick in the shade Pinup, but I'm going to start with my Bare Minerals Generation Nude Vibe lip pencil. This is really creamy. Just defining my Cupid's bow just a tad. I love defining the bottom of my lower lip. This is kind of bright. I literally put on that much. I either wear my Nivea Men Active Care Balm, which is matte, or I'll wear this, the MAC Prep and Prime Lip. Prep and Prime Lip. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's great. It makes your eyes pop. And I also like to use the Maybelline Color Show Kohl liner. Everything's rubbed off. I love using this to just brighten up the eye. And I never skip this step, like ever. And with that layer underneath, it just builds so easily and cleanly. It's really annoying to have to cover up this space in my lashes, but I either pull this lash across to kind of give the illusion that that lash is from here, or I'll throw in an individual lash or two there, and very few people see it. It's just annoying for me to know I'm missing an eyelash or 7. See? Always make the lowers really bold. And then if I really feel the need, then I'll use something else and just do really thin coats of every single one of them. If I really want punchy lashes, then I'll go in with Urban Decay Perversion. My mirror just sounded like a duck. That took a lot longer than it usually does, but that's kind of what I do. Like, my skin, it's not that covered, and it's very glowy, not contoured but bronzed. The eye is very simple, just adding depth and making sure the lashes are popping, and the brows just looking very furry and natural. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately, and it's been this way for a month and a half, 2 months. Yeah, I just really like it. So yeah, I hope you guys try it out, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.